Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now Balaj. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his fifth-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 49's the mic, watch 49. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 49.
And now it's Rosen looking. On the left side, this is Stills. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, please.
They'll run here with Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That's right, baby.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, back to 319. 52. All day, dude. All day. 36.
To the air, Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And now look at him go. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Frank Gore, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run to Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, It makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Successful
start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A run right side, it's Gore. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You got motion, man. You got regular. Hey, wahoo! 52.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Five.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now it's Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
59, 53. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Rosen, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On second down now, it's Drake, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On third down, Rosen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I got him. Slants. Alert. Pass 85.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
56. Hey, Zoo.
To throw, it's Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards.
Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn. Hey, tight. Pass. Hey, Delta. Check 37.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Rosen to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, hold. Check. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
56.
At the 48-yard line.
Check. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the screen.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
56. Hey, Charlie. 52. Wild Bill. No, check that.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bills 24, Dolphins 6. Steven
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. The 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rosen will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Parker unable to get that one.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, watch the slant. Show it up.
On first down, it's Gore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, it's McCoy, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo, A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert! Bravo!
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The big Tank Carradine with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rosen completes it to Parker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what?
And he's going to go down again. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Drake. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Middle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.